Hello and welcome to episode 2 of this Guild Wars Chronology Let's Play. Last time we left at level 5 and we were going out of Escalon, but before we do that I realized there is one quest I should do, which is a fairly short one, provided we can get someone to do it with us. First we're gonna go out here and talk to Lina the healer. Once I can get to her. With all the Danes out in Lakeside, I can't believe the number of people who go running around by themselves. Why? I've already got my hands full resurrecting fallen soldiers without some novice mesmer added to the burden. Don't people know there are plenty of folks in Escalon City who'd be perfectly happy to join them in their adventures? What she wants us to do is get a ally and we will get a resurrection signet, which is a one-time resurrection spell in any of the areas we'll go into, which will be handy if we get if we're later on with the henchmen. For now, let's see if we can get someone to do this quest. Now let's see if anyone will answer or invite me to their group. This might take a little bit, even though there are plenty of people around, as you may see. Should this take too long, I will just cut the part out so you guys don't have to wait with me. Ah, there we are. This is a fairly easy quest. All I need to do now is literally talk to Lina again and tell her that yes, I have a friend who's helping me. You got yourself an ally, you say? Well then, I'll give you this resurrection signet so that you can raise your ally. You might save me some work. Well, I'll accept that and equip it later. So, with that done as well, let's see if we can find her. Let's go ahead and finally leave Escalon. For that we'll have to talk to Sir Titus, who last time I said to have a very good day and not bother me for now. So, like I said before, if we're leaving, we'll leave everything behind and we will not see this place for a while. But I am ready to leave everything behind. Which will give me access to the citadel over there, where my actual training will start. For that we'll have to wait a little bit, and meanwhile we can just walk around a bit and see a bit more about from Escalon. See the people. Everyone with a blue name is an actual player. And all the greens are the NPCs. Which are quite a bit of. And they're all around. And there we go, Escalon Academy. So Sir Titus will give us a briefing. He should be around here somewhere. Ah, there he is, together with Prince Rurik. Also we now have a few henchmen with us. A fighter, a mage and a healer henchman. And we'll probably see these more often. They're literally explaining what they want me to do. Clearly in one day I've shown enough promise to be... well, to have not been exaggerated about my skills. Which... I don't think I had before this. But today apparently we're getting inducted into the Escalon's Vanguard. It's my first day joining anything. But will be part of a critical mission to get rid of Doomtooth, the Char Ranger we were following around all over Escalon before. Once I'm ready, the prince will accompany me. Let's see where we need to go. No one's actually telling us that. But besides from the henchmen which are all level 3, we also have Prince Rurik who is level 10. He is rather strong for us. That's fine. He's supposed to be, I guess. Being the leader of our army. Having to guard the wall all his life, or at least all of his adult life. Let's make sure he stays with us. And here are some Groll. So, like I did in the last episode, I'll just use Phantasms and Empathy on my foes. So every time they attack me, they get damage, and they just have degen from the Phantasms. In the name of King Eldon, I will smite thee. He's rather loyal to his dad, I guess. He's more loyal than most guys his age would be. So, let's go on and fight some more Groll. I know that somewhere in here there should be a Char Ranger who's guarding all, or rather, who is commanding all of these Groll to do his bidding. Just don't know where he is anymore. It's been a long time since I did this. As you can see, now that I have a party, my party shares all of the gold that we get, so I won't be getting everything you see anymore. All of the NPCs get their share of loot, though I'll never see that they actually get it. It's just assumed that everything is spread around equally. And there he is, the Char we're coming for. He's a level 6. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just mostly annoying that he is there. With blinding flash, I blind my enemies so they can't hit me, and even if they try to, they get damage on it. And there's Gwen.
It was on that day that the Char discovered a way around the Great Wall, a way to bring it down. This is where the true story begins.
So, our home just got destroyed. And 2 years later, this is what is left over. A seared mess. And in those 2 years we have done absolutely nothing to gain any experience whatsoever. So what we've been doing, I don't know. Probably hiding. Let's talk to Captain Osric. Welcome back. Looks like the patrol went well. You're still in one piece at any rate. Listen, Prince Rurik sent me to ask you a favor. You've been in the field, so you probably haven't heard about this. But an ambassador arrived from our old enemy Kwaita. They can help us fight the Char, but the king won't even talk to him. The prince has been able to make any headway with his father, but he knows the king trusts Titus, and Titus trusts you. Would you talk to him about this matter? He's in the usual place in Escalon. Well, I'll talk to Titus. And this is what is left over of Escalon. There's the old citadel, where we were supposed to go training. It's all in ruins, because of what the Char did. What is exactly? Well, that we don't know. All we know is that everything is destroyed now. So here's the new Escalon city. Well, which is still, well, it's a mess. We still have a lot to work with. We still have a lot to do. A lot to do before we can restore Escalon to its former glory. Hello, War Master Titus. Don't talk to me about quite an ambassador. I've been getting an earful from both sides. Do you know why King Alban trusts me? Because I know where my loyalties lie. King and country. Balthasar preserved them both. Perhaps joining the Prince's Vanguard has confused you, but Rurik is not the ruler of this kingdom. Now, listen to me. The king's already given this matter much consideration, and the likes of you and I best abide by his wisdom. Well, if you say so, but I think help would be welcome here. I have an important task for you. Please send this royal message to Ambassador Zane of Kwaita. His camp can be found just outside the old city. Go out the western gate to Old Escalon and head west to find the encampment. I don't trust these Kwaitans. I want you to take someone with you in case there's trouble. I'm sure Alicia will be willing to go with you, and she can heal you if need be. Well, I still have Alicia in my party, together with Stefan and Orion. And they are, well, for me, rather nice henchmen. I don't think there were any better henchmen for me just yet. Let's see. There's an archer henchman instead of Orion, which might actually be better. So I'm gonna get the archer with me. So we have a healer, we've got a fighter guy which will tank damage, and we've got an archer guy which will attack from afar. Let's tell the ambassador that he's not welcomed here. Most of the reason why he isn't welcome is because of the old guild wars. The last one had ended about 2 years ago, and Kwaita being one of the enemies, it is no wonder Edelburn does not want them anywhere near his land. And instead just wants to send them away. The Rurik is somewhere around here. I don't know where he is. See him. Let's see, let's just run towards him. Ah, he's right at the ambassador. Probably telling him that he's still trying to convince his dad to let him in. Yep, he's welcoming them to Escalon. So, even though his father is against it, Rurik just goes against his father, goes behind his father's back, and it's like, you're welcome anyway. Let's go talk to Ambassador Zane. A message with the Royal Sea? Let's see. Honored Ambassador, etc, etc. Your request for permission to enter the city and to the West people of Escalon is explicitly denied. This being the forces denial, his majesty bids you consider this ill-conceived journey and contemplate a return to Quita. So, he's not welcome. It doesn't matter what he wants, he's not welcome here. Yet he does really want to help the people of Escalon. I do not understand the hostility that my presence generates from your king. I seek only to help the people of Escalon. You could help me in this cause. I have a shipment of supplies that I was going to deliver to an Escalon woman named Ellie Rigby. She runs an orphanage for those who have lost their parents in these evil times. King Adelbrand, however, will not allow me in the city to deliver these supplies. Would you help the children of Escalon for me and deliver the supplies? Yes, I will. And he also has the ambassador's Chronology. Alas, despite the current peace between Quita and Escalon, your King Adelbrand since chooses to view all Quitans with distrust. He respects the old laws too much to do anything untoward. But I must take care not to give him an excuse to expel me from the kingdom. Therein lies my trouble. Unable to enter the city, my men have been forced to travel south to Regent's Valley to resupply and have been victimized repeatedly by a bandit named Thorin. We would hunt down Thorin ourselves, but shedding the blood of an Escalon, even a criminal like Thorin, might be a mistake. Will you attempt to this bandit for me? And he gives me quite a bit of experience, so I will do so. And what does Rastin has to say? Unseen ones protect you. This land has seen much tragedy. Even in this place I feel the spirits of the dead, filled with confusion and anger. I can consecrate this ground so that the dead may have some peace, but I will need very special items for the ceremony. I believe there's a craftsman here in Old Escalon called Artisan Dave, who is capable of fashioning exactly what I need. Would you take this list to him and bring back the supplies he gives you? Well, I'm happy to help him too. But first off, let's go ahead with the helping the people of Escalon, which is back in Escalon City. Because right now I think we should get more supplies, we should get some money in, enough to start rebuilding this place and again keep it safe from the Char, which as far as I know haven't been stopped from breaching the wall yet. Also, even though we apparently were on patrol this time, I haven't seen myself patrolling anything or fighting anything that would give me anything in return. So, as far as I'm concerned, the last 2 years I've been sitting still. Oh, she is over there in the city. No, not talk Master Tires, but instead to Ellie Rigby, who is higher level than me. So, we're helping the people. Thank you. Go tell our mutual friends that these supplies will be put to good use. Thank Dwayne, there are people like him around to help us in need. I don't understand why certain people are so suspicious of people like our friends. Well, probably because there was a war and there was fighting and there was killing on both sides. There they are. And I guess I'd be wary too of anything coming near me again. Up there. There are a few people here as well, walking around. But for now, I'm gonna talk to this Xunlai agent and purchase a storage account. The Xunlai agent gives me access to the Xunlai chest, which is shared over all of my characters, but for the purpose of the challenge I made the first step clear of everything, and there will go all the items of this character. So even though you will find me grabbing dice out of this, everything else will stay in the first step, as in only my stuff. The funds in here I also won't get. These are my funds and not a penny more. I definitely don't need this Devour Egg anymore. And I will place those Wayfarer marks in there to save some space. So, we still have a ladder. We've got some items that we can salvage with this merchant. And he also sells some bags for us. But for now, I'll just keep it with, well, let's do 2 salvage kits. And then leave once more. And salvaging all of these items as far as they are salvageable. And everything that isn't salvageable we can just sell. No, I'm not certain if I will use this. Let's see. No, the other one definitely is better. I'll also see in a bit how much a new armor set will cost us. And how far we are with getting the materials for one. I don't think we've gotten very far just yet. But every little bit counts. So for the armor I will need the armor guys over here. I will talk to Benoit and see what I need for the armor sets. Hello Benoit. So for him I will need bolts of claws and quite a bit of them. I also need some cash, but it's not that much. I need 100 in total. And if I would go with him, he has higher end gear, but it's also bolts of claws. And it will cost me a lot more. So for now, let's return to Ambassador Zane. And I guess I go for the bandit. Getting rid of the bandit so that he can help other people out. Like the orphans we did earlier. And here's King Aldeburn and Prince Rurik. Let's see what they're gonna say. Stand aside, Rurik. Why? Why should he stand aside? Before you do this, father, think about your motives. What's he doing? The Crichton is a cancer to the underbelly of Escalon. I need no further motive than that to cut him away before he does more harm. So far he hasn't done any harm, actually. No Crichton will ever be a friend of Escalon. So, even though he indeed helped us, he didn't ask anything in return. So, in this case I'm siding with Rurik. Because he is right, he isn't a traitor, he doesn't... all Rurik is trying to do is help the people of Escalon to rebuild themselves. And stay at least sort of safe. Well, let's go to Ambassador Zane. Because I do not trust the king at this moment. Hello, Ambassador. Well done, you have done a great and merciful deed this day. I hope that this is the first step to our 2 nations becoming allies. Well, who knows. And he gave us a few skills. Energy tap, which means that my target foe loses 4 energy and I gain 2 energy for each point of energy lost. And I got a lava font. For 5 seconds, foe adjacent to the location where the spell was cast and struck for 5 damage fire damage each second. If you're overcast, the spell strikes nearby foes instead of adjacent foes. Which basically means it will go into a bigger area if I'm overcast, but so far I have nothing to overcast me with. So, let's head over to Regent Valley. I'm getting rid of everything in my path. Let's see if we can't maybe get rid of the bandit and help the ambassador. To help every Escalonian around. Which to me seems like a very noble goal to do. Oh, Regent Valley is over there. So If I follow this path, I should be able to get there. Of course, I should also watch out for enemies that pop out of the sand. Get some fire on. And like I said in the previous episode, generally being a master to everything that is moving. There we are. I can't remember if it should be on this side or on the other side. Let's go this way. It seems like I can move around like so. Casting back fire on the gargoyle makes sure that if he casts a spell, he will take 42 damage. And seeing as it was a spellcaster, he probably killed himself with it in the end. Let's salvage these items to get some mutant fragments. There was Artisan Dave too. I did need for the ritual. Oh, let's quickly talk to him before going to the next area. Hello. Grant protects me, you see. I'm so unpleasant, he doesn't want me in the underworld. Hahaha. Okay, let me see that. A list of things for a witness Rastine looks like. I must say, you're lucky I've got all of this here. Some unusual requests indeed. Well, there you go, and that's everything on the list. While you're here, you might want to see if I can make anything you need. Any town or city will have crafts and weaponsmiths, but artists like myself are not so easy to come by. So, he can make walls of parchment, he can make linen, lead, square, and steel ingots, which are basically the more advanced, the more high-end materials that you could get from items. We do not need that for now. I'll just move on back and get these items. Which apparently are ceremonial items. So we can cleanse this land and maybe we'll ever see something growing on this again. See it become green again. The tree's full of life. Back the way it's supposed to be. And the way it was before the Char finally broke through the wall. The Defiant reclaimed their land. Which, as far as I can tell, they still haven't succeeded in. Still mostly humans here. Humans and monsters. Thank you. These supplies from David should suffice. Rest assured, soon the spirits of the dead shall be granted the peace they deserve. Such are the blessings of the unseen ones. I don't know if it means the gods or something else, but... Elementus Azurus, he might have something... Well, see, he has two things. Fire has undone Ascalon, and now fire may be a salvation. What brings you to me? So, this will give me 2 new elementalist skills, so I will do this quest. You seek knowledge of the elements? I fear my own learning has outstripped my ability to aid you. Still, there may be a way for you to obtain some knowledge the knowledge you seek. One of the most knowledgeable of our number, a man named Shalev, has forsaken all human contact. He resides now as a hermit what used to be Green Hills County. Seek out the cave of Shalev. He can grant you the knowledge you seek. Well, I'll seek him out. But he also has something about course. So you want to wield the power of the elements. First you must prove you are worthy of learning the secrets of the elementalist. Use fire to overcome the power of earth. Feed 5 hulking stone elements and then return to me. Well, I am wielding fire. I'll probably won't use it against these things though. But if all she wants me to do is defeat 5 of them, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That's 1. 4 to go. And that ain't the Kroll. I don't want to fight Kroll right now. Especially not such a large Kroll. What are they doing here? That's at least 2 then. And that 3 more over there. Which with this one. And will give us another ability to use. These 3 do come together. So, when you're going around the guild, of course you have to watch out for these kind of groups, because you can easily get too many. But if you get too many enemies, then you may find yourself dying more than is absolutely necessary. More than anyone would want to die. So you should be careful and watch where you're walking and what you're pulling. If you can get a more ranged weapon to pull things. You are on your way to the walking path of greater understanding. Well done. And we get a ward against elements. That means that for 8 seconds non-spirit allies in the area gain plus 24 armor against elemental damage. Which is nice later on if we're gonna use wards. Don't know yet if I will. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go to Regent Valley and get rid of the bandit that I wanted to get rid of before I got sidetracked. It's such a shame. All of this was green. This used to be a river here. Nice little river. And now with the Char that have finally managed to break through the wall to reclaim the land. Have destroyed their land in the process and still haven't gotten their land back from So I do think they're doing something wrong. It's hard to lay your finger on those things. Let's follow the path this way. Haven't cleared this area yet, so there will be roll on things like that. Roll neck piece, which will give me some plant fiber. It's a rather valuable material, but nothing I can use. There is a boss there, which is a ranger. And he has a giant ass range. So, this will come the worst. I'm gonna see if I can't get rid of him. And I'll get a firestorm from these guys. I will just lay on the floor for a bit. While the mob messes me. So, with that firestorm they will start to move about. Just getting rid of these all. And this is what I mean by you can easily get too big of a group. Also, since we are no longer in the series, we now do have a death penalty. Which at the moment is 15%, meaning I'm at least 50% weaker. It stacks up to 60. Oh, this isn't too good if I start against this boss. So right now they have apparently found Farmer Hamlet and Graston the Protector. So we don't need to be here. We will get rid of this scroll. Because he is rather in our way. There we go. I can work off this death penalty by defeating a lot of bosses or by leaving the instance. At this moment, neither one of those options really appeals to me. Let's go ahead and see what's happened. Well, Graston the Protector and the Farmer are both done for. Unfortunately, they were no match for the Groll. And for the Groll boss. There are more bosses here. What level are these anyway? Oh, level 4. So we should be able to do this now. Oh, way less Groll left over. Getting a fight on these guys. We're continuously dealing with the boss. Could get a physical fighting chance, even though our monk has just died. I don't think I'm getting through here at this moment, so for now I will just slash reside and see if maybe we get a better pull. So, back in Ascalon City, like nothing ever happened. We'll just go back to old Ascalon and work our way around again. And this time I will probably go past there, if that is at all possible. And that's our dead end. So I will be keeping our restoration on me, mostly because the monk otherwise has way too much to deal with and still have to deal with constantly. Just getting rid of this reptile. Most of the enemies in this area are no trouble anymore. Some of them, however, still are. But those enemies you need to watch out. Bosses especially can be a pain when you're still lower level. Let's go ahead and walk over this way. This time no distractions in the camp of no more quests that want to be done. No more quests that need to be done even. Let's see if we can take him bite. So far he's not very keen on casting the spell though. Almost like he knows it will hurt him. Which of course is possible. Let's see if this time we can get over there without dying along the way. As you can see, Stefan, our fighter henchman, does get quite a bit of the aggro, as long as he's near the monsters. They like attacking things with more armor. Usually he'll always be the first to die. He'll also be the first to die. So, we do need to keep an eye on him. We mostly need to keep an eye on not getting too much enemies in at once. So we can still deal with them. Relative ease. So again, I used lesser energy to make sure that my next two spells cost 10 less energy, and at this moment, besides backfire, all of my skills are free then, and it only cost me 5 energy to cast. So, unless I use backfire, I basically make 15 energy. Although I have 15 energy win all for it. I don't need to spend on anything. I can just use later on for different skills and situations. Ignoring those. We'll go after this one. Because it is actually in our way. I do think we need to go around here. Let's see. I'm not certain how to go from here. Let's get rid of this call. Bothering the farmer. And there's again a nanny. Momo. Got pulled by our fighter henchman. Just can you get back a little bit? See if we can't get him out alive. And then pull the scrolls in little groups. Finishing them off one by one. As is usually best for these. Well, unfortunately the farmer will die. Nothing to be done about that now. Hope we might be able to focus down Anani. And we should be able to get him down. There he goes. So now he's dealing with the walls nearby. Which are old warriors. Grottos is rather unique with its monsters in the sense that the monsters will use the same skills that players do and will have their own little builds. Well, let's see if we can keep Kraston alive. Make sure he can't heal anymore. There we are. Over here you can see that my health and energy are boosted by a high morale. You get morale by killing bosses, and as long as you don't die, it will stay in the plus. Should you die, then it will diminish your death penalty by 2%. There we are. Small groups at once is usually the best way to go. I do need to get up there somehow. But first we can get this boss over here as well. Starting off with the backfire, as it is a necromancer, he will cast a lot of spells. And quite literally just finish himself off. Spellcasters are usually the least trouble for a mesmer. As you steal their energy, make sure that they get damage every time they cast spells. And more things like that. Can I get up here? No, I cannot. Oh, I need to find a way around this thing. Find a way up. I should be a way. Probably somewhere behind this gargoyle. Morale I have now is plus 4%. Every time you get morale boss you get 2% of morale. If you reach 10% then you're at your cap and you won't get any morale anymore from bosses. Though they still diminish the death penalty of your party members should they have died along the way. All I need to do now is follow this path over there. Well, getting rid of the reptiles, following the path. And getting rid of the bandits. Probably the last gargoyle in the way. And a few more whiptails. Which hopefully the warrior will get the attention of the water soon. And it seems like he did. Well, at least good enough. So Stefan is doing an admirable job for an NPC warrior. Let's head in here. Region the Valley. Which is another explorable area. Every time you switch explorable areas, every debuff and buffs you already had in morale or death penalty will stay. All the other skills are reset, which make death penalties a real baller. Let's make sure the next time he heals an area, he finishes himself off. Though clearly it wasn't necessary anymore as he already died to the capable hands of the henchman with me. There's another one. I'm just gonna spend 5 energy on this. Giving him the backfire. So he can't heal the others anymore. And I can just finish it also. There they go. Oh, it's a bit of a walk. We should be okay with it. There's a necklace, gold necklace decorator. I don't think I've got any on me though. No, I don't. Ugh. I don't know what happened to this water, but it's definitely not as clear as it was. So it's just a gargoyle over there, and the monsters here are level 8, so I need to be careful. They're a bit higher level than I am. We should still be able to get rid of the bandit Tora. And return to the ambassador. It's just a matter of how do we get there. I think I have no clue, to be honest. Not even. So one of the downsides in the guild was that I find myself is that you can't jump. You also can't jump off ledges, so you always need to find your way around things. So, if you get lost, then the map is a good tool because you can see most of the time where the paths are and you can also see where you have been. But it still makes for a bit harder tracking of where you've been and how you should be moving. I probably should be on top of this, for example. But I can't right now. So instead, let's get rid of the scallions. Get in some NLP. Some blindness. And throw the firestorm. And these are renegade elementalists. They'll most likely use elementalist spells against me. So let's make sure that if he will cast again, it'll backfire on him. As you could just now see, a nice chunk of his health just dissipated because he was trying to use his spell again. Now we need to go, I think, up here. Getting rid of these elementalists along the way. It shouldn't be too hard considering. And there's a water wand. Let's see what properties it has by using identification kit. And it has energy +1. Well, it's above 50, but I've got a earth stuff with energy +4 equipped. Which is a lot nicer in my opinion. So, there's another elementalist. We'll just backfire him and give him a debuff. Before getting rid of these renegades, which are just walking around as far as I can tell. Not really having a solid plan. Not really knowing what they're doing with their lives. They have just decided that maybe they can become renegades. And even then, they will die. So, here is Thorin. And there's also a chest here. Seeing as I have no keys, I won't be able to open the chest. Let's see about Thorin. He's using a sword and a shield, meaning he is an elemental or a warrior. So he'll probably, yeah, he's trying to melee hit us. I'm just gonna blind him, moving out of this firestorm, which isn't mine. As you can see, it's not on cooldown at this moment. Making it a detail. And then let's get rid of the warrior. Now that those elementalists have been taken out by our warrior and ranger. There we go. And he dropped a nice belt. And here was a fire wand. No special, no abilities or anything. But it's still nice to have. Let's go back to the outpost and tell the ambassador that his problem has been solved and we have killed the bandit. Also, let's go ahead and salvage these items. So we no longer need them in our inventories. Oh, not a lot of luck with getting bolts of glass. Quite a bit of luck with getting everything else. Even though it's everything else that I do not need. And there's again the rock devourer. All of the time in these areas you can tell exactly what will be where as monsters respawn at the same location in most MMOs. So once you know where you are and what will pop up where, you can either avoid them or just finish them off rather fast and then go on your way. You can even choose to just ignore them and walk on. Until depends on how you want to play the game. Me, I prefer killing them for the experience. You have my sincerest thanks for ridding us of that troublesome Thorin. It gives me hope to see that not all people of Escalon are blinded by the troubled world, by the unseen ones watch over you. And there's even more. It is a mission of peace. You've been a friend to me and I'm grateful. Now I have another favor to ask. My men and I are in constant danger as long as we remain here. I have physical evidence of the threat. Something that might convince the Vanguard to help. If you take it to the gate guard holders, perhaps the Vanguard will agree to provide protection for us. You'll find them guarding the eastern gate in Escalon City. Well, we can take care of that. Which is all the way over there. And elemental knowledge is also over there, so let's go ahead and do this. Get ourselves well, even more greater from this ambassador. Automation of peace, we do get a dual challenge. Which will give us extra illusion magic while we have extra energy while we have illusion magic. Seeing as it's the main attribute I'm using well at the moment for the Conjure Phantasm. That's rather nice to have. And this is where the Char probably have broken through. Used to be such a nice gate. Ah, I had a Messin burner on me. As you may remember from the previous episode, that makes enemies move 50% slower. As I'm a mesmer, I'm not really bothered by moving slowly, except when I'm grabbing my loot. But for a warrior it can really be life-threatening if they are slowed down, because they need the melee range to their enemies. Oh, there go there they go. Nicely done, you guys. Oh, we're getting closer. And this is Flint Stone, an elementalist boss with a ward against melee. Unfortunately for him, I don't necessarily do melee damage. Not really a problem. I don't think our fighter really got hurt from that. So sorry Flint, maybe next time. There's Master Ranger Nente. He would have been there for us if we had chosen to become a ranger. He's probably still guarding the statue. The statue of Balthazar. No, I don't know why, because rangers have more with the goddess Melandru than with the god Balthazar. But to each their own. And some more Devourers. For quite a while we'll have to get used to this, seeing them everywhere. Since the ceiling, they have been known to pop up everywhere from underneath the sand. And seeing as it's rather hard to get rid of all the sand in this area now, back to the Char deciding that a sand box was the best way to get the land back, we'll have to deal with it. There it goes. So, there's gate guard holders to whom we had to deliver the message. And the evidence that things were gonna get rough. Hello there. I'm Hollis of the Vanguard. We go where the army fears the threat. What brings you here? Well, the mission of peace. Ah, nothing like the jingle of gold, eh? This will do nicely. Nicely indeed. Ambassador Zane will have his protection. Yes, he will. So, we gave them gold to assist the ambassador. Well, whatever works, I guess. Crown of Thorns. It clearly is a monk. Horizon of Healing is one of the monk abilities. And it does quite a bit of healing in an area. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to check it out later. I'm not that well versed into the monk. Myself not standing to be a monk. Never really put attention to what their skills did. As long as I stayed alive, everything was fine for me. So let's see where we need to go. I think we're gonna go up here. No, we cannot. We do have need to get rid of this thing here. And there's a Melandro Stalker. And even more crowns. So, Horizon of Healing heals target ally for 20 to 60 health. So he was trying to heal himself, but instead every time he healed himself he got 42 damage. Seeing as it does do 60 health, if he had max healing players, he would have had quite a bit of damage there every single time he tried to heal himself. Poor guy. So clearly we can't go past here, so we'll need to reroute over here. To see if we can't learn a bit more of the elementalist skills. In this case Armor of Earth and Frozen Burst. And another carrion pops up. Most of the Devourers will encounter our ranges, so they will attack from our range and use a range of skills like firing more arrows, as technically all of their attacks are arrows. And there was another monk. Not that it really matters. The Carrion Devourers are warriors, therefore will attack from nearby. The Whiptail Devourers are the rangers and will attack from afar. Neither one of them are really scary. I'm just gonna move some more of these items. Just keep my inventory sort of clean, so I can continue getting items. Item cannot be sold, neither can that stuff. So I will sell them later on. And we leveled up. Let's see what we can do at this moment. We can put a bit more into illusion magic, which we will do. So that now for 8 seconds my foes have a -5 degeneration instead of the 7 that it was. Meaning I can now almost permanently keep it up on 2 targets. We have no idea why that backfire there. Well, you should have gotten empathy. Backfire having no effect on the ranger whatsoever. And there's the area we need to be. Inside of the cave over there. And I believe I even see some plants. Yeah, those are definitely some plants. So not everything is burnt like this tree here. just most of Escalon is now. All it is not probably soon will if the Char of the way. So there is Shalif the Hermit. We should probably keep him safe. Let's get rid of this whiptail. Though he seems to be doing a really fine job of it himself. Keeping his surroundings cleared of enemies. Hello, Shalif. You are here seeking knowledge of the elements. Shalif knows of you. You would have a safe Escalon from the tragedy that has befallen her. Then you will need the knowledge that Shalif has to offer. A taste of this knowledge Shalif will give to you, and more if you will perform a task for him. So Armor of Earth will give me 24 armor but make me move 50% slower. And we've got a Hex Spell, Frozen Burst. All nearby foes are struck for 10 cold damage and move 66% slower. I'll equip both of those in another time, because right now I think this build is working. So life is isolated as you wish to be, but unfortunately the gargoyles don't always respect Shalif's desire for privacy. To keep unwanted guests at bay, Shalif has devised a powerful spell. It requires one last ingredient to make the spell complete and keep the gargoyles at bay. In the breach there are char known as fire callers. These fire callers often carry with them certain fiery unguent that Shalif must have. What say you to an exchange of knowledge for a bottle of this fiery unguent? Well, he does give me two skills for it, so I will retrieve this form. Let's see where it's at. It's all the way up there again, so we can backtrack all the way. And then go through the wall. An area we haven't been before the searing. Or we will go through after it. It's the breach, the point that Char broke through after years and years and years of battle. There's sounds about me, I never know where to look. Even though I can see on the minimap that no enemies are nearby, they may pop up from underground even though I've already cleared areas. Like right here. These devourers weren't here before. They are now, so we need to dispatch them. Again, I've got no clue why I'm using backfire. I'm just used to my range, I guess. I spam every skill left off until then, because that's the kind of build she's running with. Filthy beasts, get off my land. And stay off. So, I can show you what happens if you go to one of these chests. This chest is locked, you must have the correct key or a lockpick. Every area that you go to, like in this case the Escalon area, will have keys specifically designed for that area, and they will have lockpicks. Every time you use a key it is used. A lockpick can break if you use it, but you have a small chance of retaining it after use, making you be able to use it several times. Oh, it's always handy to have a few with you. Unfortunately, I'm not lucky and rich enough to do so. When Duke Baradin and the rest of the vanguards broke through the Char lines to Pike and Square, they were unable to take much of in the way of supplies. Supply columns have been heading out to Pike and Square with regularity, but I have just received word from Quartermaster Adder that the latest column is at least a day overdue. The Duke must have those supplies if he is going to hold out against the Char. If you are heading to Pike and Square, can you discover what's happened to the supply column? I will find the supply column because you again give me skills. There are a lot of free skills you can get doing prophecies. Way more than doing, well, most of the other areas. Oh. Let's go ahead and see what's up here. And we need to have the supplies and we need to kill a few Char. see, the supplies are right over there, and the Shalev has it a bit further away. So let's start out with Shalev's task, which is over there, and then on our way back here, get to west. Apparently, these Char also haven't done a lot in the time that they've been going through the wall trying to defeat us. Because they've also just left the time. Just blinding for the rest of his life. And there they go. And there is a Char boss. If I'm not mistaken, it's an elementalist boss. You can recognize the bosses by the color around them. And it indeed is an elementalist boss. Red meaning elementalist. Green are ranges. And so every class has its own color. I believe brown are the warriors. Purple the messengers. And a few more. Let's have a fighter henchman. No, a monk is doing an admirable job of keeping him alive. It can never have a bit of backup. Especially if the backup can blind the child that is trying to kill you. So make sure that I'm actually healing myself instead of making the monk do it. Oh. This range is getting to that char over there. Rangers have more damage from above, so it makes sense for them to do so. But it does cost a bit of time, because the rest of the group can't reach a twin hammer. I'll see if I can get to it. Probably won't though. Should be a way down from here. I guess over here. Nope, not over here. Where's it? I'm so bad at finding my way around here. Let's see. Let's check the map. Does seem like we should be able to go down here somewhere. Maybe where the Char were. Nope, not there. Guess I'm lost. Yep, I'm definitely lost. Oh, unless I can go down over there somewhere. Might be able to. I have no clue where I'm at anymore. It's been too long. Nope, it does seem like a way down, but it is not. Neither is this here apparently. They all seem like nice ways, but if the game doesn't agree, it's not a way down. And that's not a way up. This is a way down. And they have a burning thing. So, instead of just taking the stairs as I should have done from the start, I decided that fighting Char would be way better. Oh, there's a hunter over there. Wants to say something. Hello. You're a hunter. I'm not. Breach is a dangerous place. Yeah. Duke Baron has asked me to watch for people brave enough to cross the wall. Follow me, I'll show you the safest way to Pyken Square. Well, that would be nice, because I do need to go to Pyken Square, but I also need to get those Char fire colors. Oh. I guess the safest way is through this black goo. and its star which does reduce my movement speed by 30%. And there's the twin hammer I got earlier. A blade warrior. There's also a fire thing, but this guy is running really fast past him. None of those I need for my task. But it is some good experience. And apparently it's our height. They can't decide if they want to or not. And they also get stuck behind me. Which is a good thing usually. Oh, let's get another shower here. Make sure that he's starting to kill himself. There we are. And let's continue following this Escalonian hunter, which has me a very safe way past the char. Are you gonna go on? Yes, yes we are. The char have been patrolling the area regularly, but so far I've left alone Python. Well, it's good for the char that they, even though they are clearly on our land, they keep away from our main cities and villages. I mean, if I were them, I would definitely go for those. But, hey, who am I? None of those are of real importance to me. I will need to get rid of these char. And I believe that the hunter agrees. Even though that was a spellcaster, it doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, there we go. Just keep moving. It's a pretty one-way route, and even though the hunter should technically be showing us the way, he's not as fast as we are. Oh, I'll wait for him to catch up so he can show me the proper way. Or the easiest way, or whatever he wants to call it. Which is a pretty roundabout way, but it might indeed be safer than going through all of the char down there. He's even telling us that we're nearly there. The henchmen should be following me even if they are in combat. Because they're written in the way that they want to stick to the main character or the party leader. Here are some fire colors. Let's see if maybe one of them already has the ingredients that I need. Is there a fire color? Yeah. So, fire colors. But none of them dropped what I needed. And there might be more along the way. And here was Python Square. So, we need to be here for the... Oh, we don't even need to be here for the supplies of the Duke. We need to be further along. But, let's go to Python Square first. As it's another outpost and it will give us a place to go later on. As you can see, the henchmen are also a higher level. I will need to identify that before salvaging it. So I'll most likely salvage it. Let's see. Yeah, it only has that's a bit more damage. And I'm certain I will want to destroy it. Here's another armor guy. Let's see what he has. Oh, he also has the basic armor. And I still don't have balls of cloth, so I can't get them. there a merchant here? Probably somewhere. Just can't see him. Undertaker quarters. I have compiled the list of casualties resulting from this military action. Please take report to War Master Tidus in Escalon City. It was normally be my task, but I fear my duties here are not yet complete. So, Tidus is in Escalon City. We will return there eventually anyway. Let's get that done. And she has some nice things. I don't think I will do her quest, at least not now. Maybe later. Ah, there's the merchant. Knew there was one somewhere. So we couldn't salvage the Furious Battle Axe, and we couldn't sell the holy stuff. What you could however do is get a new salvage kit, even though it's much more expensive here. But this one also has 25 uses instead of the 10 that we had so far. So let's salvage the rest of this junk. Rearrange a bit. As I said, you can get lockpicks and keys. A lockpick is 1 platinum, 500 gold, and at the moment I have 163 gold, so it's a bit too much for me. But maybe later on I'll be able to get it. Here we go. Rumor has it that the reason we're out here is that the Duke's daughter went missing. If the child have taken her, they'll be sorry Althea is Prince Ruur's beloved. And if anything's happened to her, his grasp will be great. Look for any sign of her and let me know if you find something. Well, finding evidence of someone being alive or dead should be possible. Let's quickly store the materials and marks we found so far into our chest. And this is the reason why I do want them in the chest, because if I had these materials on me, then half my bags would be full already at this moment. Duke Baraden, fires in the north and the seeds of Pycon Square. It's good I see you. You earned my trust and my respect, and now let's ask for your assistance once again. As you can see, the Char have pinned us down. Our only chance to take out the Char captain and break the siege is to take the fight to them. While I ready to you the troops, I need you to assassinate the Char captain, then report to me as quickly as possible. So, I'll take care of that. Also something about fires in the north, but I'll do that later. For now, let's go ahead and see what we can do about this siege. Handsmen that you have with you will stay the same level they were before you leave the last outpost you've been to. So in this case my handsman will be level 6 until I reach Escalon City again and get into level 3. Meaning that if I go out, I will most likely go out from Pycon Square and then just walk a bit more to have handsman a bit higher level. As most enemies I fight are between level 4 and level 6. And level 3 is a bit low for it. Oh, we need to assassinate this Char captain over here. As long as everyone is going on that, it should be quite fine. It's a warrior with cycle and healing sickness, which will heal him for 82 health minimum, which is a lot of health. And I would rather him not get that amount of health. I would rather him not hitting me anymore. It really hurts when he does. Let's see, maybe we can get rid of one of these fire balls. Get this on. And getting rid of the fire balls. See if we're able to. Guess that will take quite a lot of damage off the battlefield. Unfortunately, our monk will have to resurrect me. That does mean that I can probably take out this other fire color. Well, our warrior has the aggro of the Char captain. And now with nothing else in our way, all of the henchmen should be focusing on the Char captain or on keeping our fighter healed. which is of course Alicia's job. And only her job. Oh, I would prefer if I could interrupt his healing signet. But I unfortunately do not have the energy for that. Besides, it's a signet and not a spell. Meaning I can't interrupt it, I can't make him get damage from it. We really just have to go through his defenses as soon as possible. Remove my hex from him and then replace it. Might do the trick. Shattered illusions. And conjure phantasm once I've got the energy for it once more. There we go. And there the captain goes. So, though enemies may sometimes appear to, well, be invulnerable to your attacks, there is always a way to remove them. Let's go ahead and get rid of these stalkers. Which have penetrating attack, which does a lot of damage and has armor penetration, so even if you have high-end armor, it can still penetrate a bit through it and do more damage to you. First off, let's do Sheriff's task. And for that we need to get rid of these fire stalkers. These fire callers. Well, even though my warrior wanted to get past, I'm glad that he didn't. Really am. Let's get rid of these here. I do have a nice part with them. Which I will focus on after the storm. Get rid of all of his bullets around him. Continue on with this charge stalker. Who has ignite arrows, meaning he also does burning damage every time he hits me. No wonder I'm taking such a beating. And a vial of pink dye. Not my favorite color, but I'll take everything I can get right now. There's one more fire color here. If it isn't this one, then the quest has lied to me. And it is that one. We've got the fiery unguent. Quickly grab that and then get the supplies for the Duke. Bane signet, therefore he must be a monk. Just casting backfire on him, but every time that he wants to heal anything else, he will get damage. It is nice if he wants to save himself from certain death. And there we go. Few less char in the world makes me happy. And there's a few more. A martyr and an overseer. Of which the martyr, of course, is a monk. So, let's cast backfire on him. And the overseer is another monk. How nice of them to have two of these in one area. No, it is rather hard to kill two monks, as you see, as they constantly heal one another as well. That's quite catchy. Mess with the range to get the tip. Nearly at the supplies, or where the supplies should be. And there are some more chars. I will start with the overseer, being the monk. You can heal the warrior. And I don't want any healing going on. Not while I'm around. So, backfire on him. And then give him the debuffs. I'm gonna leave his stuff in the chocolate for me. There we are. Let's just blind this child. He shouldn't be much of a problem. We are being attacked from the back as well. By 2 Martys, 2 overseers. Let's go ahead, get rid of them before they get rid of us. Still bloody monks, so still use backfire. Main signet makes the damage. Unfortunately, he also has heal area, which quite literally heals the area around him. It usually isn't that good of news for me, as I'm part of that area. Rather, he's part of that area and he'll heal himself. And his friends are part of the area, so he'll heal them too. But the one upside it has, this heals all creatures. And seeing as also my henchmen are creatures, he will also get healed every time the monk is healing himself. Fortunately, it does not seem like we're getting screwed right now. Let me just try something here. See, maybe like this we can get through. They're not really focusing on that. I don't know what they're focusing on. Instead of one wing about it, I think I'm just gonna run ahead. Because this fight is going nowhere really fast. There we go. Now I'm just gonna call out one target. In the hopes that all of my henchmen will indeed go ahead and attack that target. Which they should. We should be able to focus him down like this. Even with the odds on the gates. Oh, we nearly have him now. Unfortunately, he keeps healing, so this healing is going down. Just gonna get them all back. 4 monks, not a nice thing to come across. They will continuously heal one another. And there is a boss, a Gorgon the Hatemonger. Before we fight him, let's see if we can maybe get this char. I'm getting the hero enhancement a bit to the back. Make sure I don't get something else. Unfortunately, the boss had a different plan and decided to come along anyway. He doesn't really do a lot there. It's just a warrior. And now it's a dead warrior, together with everything around him. So I'm getting this ex-warrior down. Which is indeed Char, using X and X attacks. Found that. And then getting this martyr with a backfire. Before getting rid of him as well. Here are the supply bearers. I should probably tell them that the road is pretty damn clear to us. We were sent by Hollis? Thank God, we'll go on our way right now. Well, rather they'll follow me around while I'm on my way. No, should be safe enough once we reach that area. Over there are still the 4 monks. That 4 monks is just no fun to fight against at this point. Should come from here, indeed I do. And while we're walking, let's get rid of some of these items. Because we won't be using them ourselves. There we are. Nice and clean. Except for that viral pink dye. I really need to think about what I'm gonna do with it. But for now, let's go ahead and get these quests done. The supply column is a bit slow. We do need to keep them safe because we do want the supplies to reach Piken. Come along, guys. They should be able to get that from here, even without me escorting them. But just to be on the safe side. We made it at last. We can take it from here, my friend. Okay. So we can now talk to the quartermaster for our reward for giving them the supplies. We're gonna get some supplies. Let's talk to the Duke. By breaking the siege, you have helped to turn the tide in our favor. Thanks to your efforts, Bayeken Square is secure. We'll establish a base here and launch raids deep into enemy territory. The Char will be sorry they ever laid eyes on the Great Wall. I'm not certain if the Char will, but thank you. You're the one who led the missing supply column here? My man, I owe you a great debt. Good luck to you, my friend. And may whichever god you pray to watch over you. And he gave us 2 new spells. Distortion, which is a mesmer stance. For 3 seconds you have 75 chance to block attacks. Whenever you block an attack this way, you lose 2 energy and distortion ends. Oh, it's a good quick... It's a good quick defense. And Ice Spikes, which is a hex spell. Target and adjacent foes are struck for 20 gold damage and move 66% slower for 2 seconds. We got a few ice skills. Let's see what the Duke has. Fires in the north and hammer and anvil. I might do this later. For now, however, I'm gonna go back to Escalon City. And head to them and complete a mission of peace. And get the reward for that. And after that I'm gonna call this an episode. We've left the pre-seared Escalon, also known as a pre-searing inside of a guild wars, and are now in post-searing Escalon, which is this dead wasteland where humans are still around. We still have managed to hold the Char back even though they have come through the gate en masse. We are still fighting, we are still standing, and let's just hope that it will stay that way. Because else everything I'm doing now would be kind of useless. Getting rid of these devourers once more, and as you see, my henchmen are now once again level 3 instead of level 6. As an Escalon, all the henchmen that you can get are level 3. So, let's talk to Ambassador Zane. Tell him that we did get him the defenses he wanted from the Vanguard. Ah, so you saw the evidence God was required. Yes, well, we do what we must in this life. Thank you for delivering it. So, he paid for protection, which is the way most people do it. Oh, let's go out of this area, back to Escalon. Then I want to thank you all for watching. What does Titus have? Hi Titus. Alright, casualty report. Casualty report from Bayeken Square. Let's have a look at this. Dwayne preserved me. We've lost so many good soldiers. We cannot continue to pay this kind of cost for a meaningless gain like Bayeken Square. Barradon was a fool to forge ahead so recklessly. The Vanguard are our best and brightest, but what use are they if they are thrown into the grinder like this? Forgive my tone, Chrono, but I fear that we are losing this war. Return to quarters and tell him to send me regular reports. I must monitor the situation carefully. I will do so next time. For now, I want to thank you all for watching and have a very nice day.